And now, it is time for NXTeam, your source for all NXT news.
Step back, time is running out every day. Take a long look in the mirror. Sit back, listen up, now's not the time for your misdirection. It's over. Take over.
Well, new series time. Well, kinda, but this is a new series to you guys. This is a series that we've been doing for a long time now. We're kind of moving it over between Colin's channel and my channel. So real quick, welcome to the NXTeam predictions chat right now for NXT Takeover 30. If you haven't seen part 1, it will be down either in the description box or you can check it out on the eye on the corner of your screen. And also on the eye on the corner of your screen, please check out the theme song for this particular podcast. It's going to be by Dark Signal. The song is called Control. They're off the YouTube channel Montage Rock, which promotes lots of independent artists that also have copyright-free material. Those guys do great work. Go give both Dark Signal and Montage Rock a sub. That being said, please welcome my guests today for this show, Nate and John from the NXTeam. What's going on? First off, Nate, what's up, man?
How's it going? Going pretty good.
Good. And we got John, the second best beard in NXT.
Man, I'm tired. My allergies are kicking my ass. But damn it, I am the bearded bastard, and I show up when it's game time.
I'm actually growing a beard right now. I was originally not going to grow this beard, but this year has been such a bad write-off, so this is like a protest beard.
Never a bad time for a beard.
Never a bad time. So
Never.
Maybe I'll keep it. It depends on if it actually looks good.
The mustache is the most annoying part.
Oh, dude, you have no idea. Right now, the freaking hairs are going in my mouth drinking my soda right now. Anyway.
Oh, trust me, I do have an idea.
Yeah, that's dumb. That was a dumb statement. Wasn't it? Anyway, that's beside the point. We're gonna predict for NXT Takeover 30. I'm gonna get the card up real quick. While I get the card up, what do you guys think of the build-up for NXT Takeover 30 so far? Nate, how about we start with you?
I thought it was interesting. I thought it was pretty cool how they were doing all those triple threat matches. I think that got me hyped to see who was going to be in the ladder match. And I thought that the Dakota Kai and Io Shirai match was built up pretty good. And as well as the Pat McAfee and Adam Cole match. I think those are going to be really interesting.
That was a dark horse because I really didn't expect Pat McAfee to hold his own like that on the microphone.
Yep.
I think that was the biggest. Honestly, I think that was the biggest shocker for me was that was the case.
Mm.
What about you? What about you, John? What did you think of the build-up?
Like he said, I love the triple threat matches leading up to the ladder match. The whole concept was cool. I like that. What he did mention was Keith Lee and Karrion Kross. Man, that lead up to me has been badass.
Yeah,
with the Twitter videos and everything. Whew. I'm pumped for that one. That's a hoss fight.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. You always like a good hoss fight. For me, I liked it. I was very wary on. I've been wary on this build. Not that the build's been bad. It just feels sometimes, in some cases, especially with Velveteen Dream coming back recently, it just feels very WWE-ish. And I'm not saying NXT-ish. I'm saying WWE-ish, which got me a little worried a bit. I'm not going to lie. So it felt very kind of thrown together. I assume they're just very mind fucked with this whole pandemic.
Well, the Finn Balor Thatcher match is weird because that was just boom, it's added. That's very WWE. Just boom, okay, throw it on Takeover. It's like what? You didn't build a feud. It just had shit happen and made a match about it.
Throw it on the shirt and then throw it on the card.
Yeah,
right.
Pretty much. Yeah, you're not wrong. Well, let's get started with the predictions. I got the card here. from CBS.com. Although they did predictions, I'm not sure. Oh wait, no, hold on. They actually have the matches up above. All right, cool. So we'll use this. So obviously, I believe the way you pronounce this, I always butcher this, so I apologize in advance. Legado del Fantasma versus Breezango and Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch. Versus Breezango versus Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch. Number one contenderships for the tag team championship. What the hell? Is that a predictions that they're predicting?
They added that. It's a kickoff match, I think.
So that's legitimately happening. Okay.
Yeah.
Because sometimes CBS Sports will do this weird. They're predicting matches before they actually be announced. So yeah, number one contendership for the NXT Tag Team Championship. I think Phantasma's winning. I know they're new, but something tells me the way they booked this was kind of they're slowly. It actually involves the Pat McAfee Adam Cole match because I think what's going to happen is they're doing a double turn with McAfee going heel and Adam Cole, and by proxy the UE going babyface, and their tag team feud, at least for the next two takeovers, is going to be Phantasma and UE, which sounds pretty damn good on paper, if you ask me. So, I'm going to go with Phantasma to win here. What else do we got? John, we'll start with you. Who do you got in this match?
Yeah, I'm going with Wild and shit. Mendoza. Yeah, see how I'm drawing blanks. Yeah, I think so too.
Just call them Phantasma. It'll be better.
Yeah.
It'll be better for everybody.
Legado del Fantasma. I can say easier than that. It's weird. But I can't get into Breezango. I've never been a huge fan. I don't know what it is.
I like them a lot better in NXT than I ever did on the main roster, even during the.
Well, that goes for anybody, really.
Yeah, like they're so more like even in a pandemic era, they're so much more over than they would have been on the main roster. It's not even close.
But I think they're trying to build, that little faction there is, a team to reckon with, as far as having the Cruiserweight Championship and the tag titles. That's not a huge, everybody has the main belts, but maybe that helps bring up the Cruiserweight Championship a little bit too. So if they do win the tag titles.
This is a random question before I get to you, Nate, but is Karrion Kross like got some Mexicano in him? I swear he did. I could be stupid.
I think so. I think he's wrestled in Mexico, but I don't know.
Because I'm thinking if you're gonna have the UE fight the era, then who would be the main guy? And because you can't have it be, you can't have it just be those three forever. Because then what about the other championships? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know, but we'll see what happens. Nate, what do you got? Who do you got in this matchup?
I'm going to agree with both of you and say Phantasma. I think that they're going to try to build them up for the future. Yeah. And I think that Breezango already had their chance. And Burch and Lorcan, I don't really see them winning. And if they do, then it'll be a surprise to me.
Which I love Lorcan and Burch.
Yeah.
But they're not there to win.
No.
No, they're probably there to take the fall. Is that another point there? Should we all just agree that they're taking the fall?
They're definitely there for the fall.
Yeah, they're taking the fall. So there we go. In case that's a point, there you go. We think that Phantasma's going to win, and Lorcan and or Burch are taking the fall for their win, for Phantasma's win. Next is Adam Cole versus Pat McAfee. So this has been interesting because this is the first time that they kind of done a worked shoot angle in NXT where it looked like a shoot and then it turned into a work. So yeah, I guess this was their plan. Their last bit of promo before the actual show was excellent. Like, Pat McAfee was on fire on the microphone. He's probably the best heel out of anybody in WWE right now. He's only had one promo. Think about that.
He talks every day though, so he's pretty good at it.
I mean, yeah, but you would think that this would be a whole new field for him, because podcasting is a whole different animal than cutting a promo to sell a match for pay-per-view. Right,
but I think Pat McAfee lives like a whole persona every day.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're probably right. Probably
like right. He just kicks it up. You know, he's been waiting to do this shit. He just shines.
It turns it up to 11 and whatnot. I actually listened to, because as guilty pleasure, I actually do listen to, I like listening to all sorts of podcasts, so that includes Jim Cornette Experience. I heard he was trained by a wrestler that, like, knows how to train people in Louisiana, because that's where he used to play football. Is that accurate? Like, everybody's saying that he actually could hold his own against Adam Cole if they wanted to do a straight up wrestling match.
He's been training for 3 years somewhere. He put a video on YouTube, him doing bumps and doing moonsaults and all kinds of stuff.
So this could be a Matt Riddle thing where he takes people by complete surprise then.
To a lesser extent, I would say, than Matt Riddle.
Yeah, probably.
But, well, I mean, Pat McAfee's an athlete, man. I think he can, and Adam Cole is one of the best technical performers on the planet, so he can lead him through at least a halfway decent match.
You know what's a kind of a shame, now thinking about it? And I know people don't necessarily like him, but I swear to God, if they were going to bring Pat McAfee in, and this is more a knock on the main roster, why the fuck didn't you bring Gronk down to NXT? If you were going to bring in Pat McAfee?
They feel like Gronk is above NXT. Not saying I agree, but that's the bullshit that they buy into.
But then he wouldn't have been pissed off and left for frickin' the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The frickin' people in the main roster locker room wouldn't have been pissed off because of his fucking attitude, and everybody wins. Because NXT allows people to be more freely. I don't know.
I think he was going back to the NFL either way, so I really don't think that Gronk was going to be.
I think so too.
So.
Hey, give me that big contract money, and then I'm gonna go fuck off for more contract money.
That's how the Gronk do.
That's how the Gronk do. Hey, at least you could say he's been in the WWE ring. I'm sure he wishes he had a match though.
He will.
Said, yeah, probably. I say after this is probably his last year in the NFL. There's no way he's competing anymore after this.
No.
All right. Anyway, we went completely off topic. Nate, who you got for this match?
I'm gonna say Adam Cole. I don't think he's gonna lose to Pat McAfee, and I see somehow the UE and the Darius Butler and AJ Hawk and whoever the other guy was that was with them. They're going to get involved in the match.
Other guy.
Yeah. They hyped up Darius Butler and AJ Hawk, but nobody knows who the other guy is.
Right.
Dude, they have honest to God, and this is me saying this, and I'm not a football guy, but they have legitimately a bunch of nobodies behind Pat McAfee. Like, why the hell, like, if you could get people that were former NFL players, why not Peyton Manning or shit like that? Like, they have a
Who's afraid of Peyton Manning?
Exactly.
I'm just saying, like, why bring in a bunch of fucking nobodies? Like, okay, at least when Tyson came in for that angle with Jericho, and this is just me, at least he had, like, guys like Vitor Belfort in his fucking corner. You know what I mean? You at least knew some of them. Who the hell do you know other than that one guy in that freaking entourage?
AJ Hawk used to be a badass, and then, not so much lately.
Oh, freaking AJ.
But I digress.
Anyway,
I think he was still picking.
Yeah, what's your pick? I'm sorry, Nate.
No, I had Adam Cole.
Yeah, you did have Adam Cole. I guess I'll go next, and then we'll leave the bearded man for last. I'm going to go the oddball pick. Well, actually, I don't know. I don't know if I went with Pat McAfee. No, I didn't go with Matt because I got to remember I did predictions on Indy Force, so I'm gonna go by that. So yeah, I'm just gonna go with Adam Cole as well because I feel like it's just too early. Something in my head is telling me you're wrong, and Pat McAfee's just gonna win because it's a Vince McMahon project, somewhat. But I'm gonna just stick with my original pick and just say Adam Cole. So, what do you got, John?
There's no way it's not Adam Cole. Zero chance your, top 2-3 star loses to a punter on your pay-per-view. Zero chance. Unless some fuckery goes on, which is always a chance. But
well, I mean,
look
at what they teased on this go-home show with the entourage and the UE going at it, or almost going at it.
Right. That's the only way. I don't know, man. I'm going Cole.
All right, let's hope. I hope you're right. I hope we're all right because, man, if Pat wins, despite how good or not good he performs, what the fuck are they thinking? You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, it's a celebrity thing. You got eyes on them. Put them on the podcast, all over ESPN, it's all over Sports Illustrated, it's all over Twitter. It's smart. I loved every bit of it so far, but if the match sucks, it's going to kill the whole thing.
Well, I don't think the match is going to suck now that I heard what people like Cornette and other people have been saying, and even Meltzer has even given him praise as far as he's been really training hard. So I'm not necessarily concerned with his in-ring ability. I think we're going to get a very good match, and it's probably going to be a lot better than most people's expectations. I'm just afraid that people are going to treat him like Roman Reigns the minute you have him beat Adam Cole, which works if they're doing what I think they're going to do, which is do a double turn and make him a heel. But then, but either way, where the hell does that leave Adam Cole? You know what I mean?
Main roster.
Yep. Unfortunately.
No, God forbid. No, honestly, I can't even believe I'm saying this, but if they have plans with Phantasma, they got to keep the UE there. If you can get programs with the Undisputed Era as baby faces, do it.
There's a draft coming in October. It's gonna get scary.
I don't want them I don't want NXT a part of it.
I don't either, but it's gonna be.
I'm one of the few people that said, no more drafts. Fuck the drafts. Let the main roster be its own show, and combine those two shows and leave fucking NXT alone. Unless you're gonna draft people down to the show, like a Cesaro.
I hope they do. Bring Ricochet back. Bring Aleister Black back.
Yes, please.
Like, God, all these people who were fucking amazing and then get called up just to.
I would also say
bring the entire cruiserweight division back. Every single one of them. Yeah. We'll find room for them. We'll have a cruiserweight rumble every fucking week.
Well, I mean, there is an issue. I mean, the issue being really is like you have so many cruiserweights all over Raw and SmackDown anyway, but some of them are actually being used now. As far as I hear, like they're actually using them on SmackDown, right? For the Intercontinental Championship
to lose. Well, they've got like Ricochet, Cedric Alexander, and Ali all together, and they're there to get beat up by MVP and Bobby Lashley. So
I guarantee
they're there, but they're not doing shit.
I guarantee you, everybody thinks I'm crazy. I guarantee you, their retribution.
I hope so.
I don't.
I only hope so because maybe they'll finally do something with them.
They're dead on arrival.
They're already dead.
Dude,
they're already dead.
If they're Retribution is the goddamn worst worst actually done on purpose creative decision I've ever seen in my effing life. It is so bad.
It's gonna be.
It's so bad. If they are Retribution, they're dead in the water.
But what are they right now?
You might as well release them and let them go to AEW if that's the fucking case. That's how bad it is. Jesus Christ.
I just hope it's not Ciampa and Dijak. I don't want to keep. I want to keep them.
It can't be now. Do you see how small these fucking guys are? They can't.
No, they've been bringing out bigger ones now. They're just using random people to fill spaces. The people that are there aren't even the real members.
You know what this is? And I can't even believe I'm saying this. But this is just an Antifa version of Aces and Eights, and TNA did it better. I can't even believe I'm saying that. I can't even believe I'm saying that, but that's really the case.
Yeah, the payoff has to come this weekend, and it has to not suck giant ass like the rest of it has been, or just cut the whole thing off and stop.
It will. Something will happen at SummerSlam involving those guys, but I guarantee you they're not going to really do a fucking thing.
Isn't the whole thing you won't believe your eyes or whatever? Like they've got some type of big surprise coming.
Yeah, sure. Well, I mean, they'll never see it coming. Watch Randy Orton as the fucking leader behind this thing, because
cool.
Yeah, he needs.
Okay.
Yeah, like
I don't care. Bring credibility to him or to the group.
Yeah, but then why is the group called Retribution?
I don't know. I'm just down for anything Randy Orton.
I actually wouldn't mind. I actually wouldn't mind Randy Orton if Randy Orton for some reason,
especially if he wins the title.
Dude, if he for some reason though doesn't win the championship, I would really want to see a program between him and Ciampa. Because there's such a natural story there, especially with what's happened to Edge.
Yeah.
There was such a natural thing there. Like, and not to mention their little spat on Twitter, even though I could take it or leave it. You know, you could legitimately do a program on NXT and it could be for a takeover. Like a one night only, Randy Orton shows up on TakeOver versus Tommaso Ciampa.
God, I wish that would happen.
Oh no, they'll probably bring Ciampa up to the main roster and because pandemic. Whoa.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway, Jesus, we got off topic. Well, we got off topic. Io Shirai versus Dakota Kai. It's too early for Io to lose the title, but what? Actually, I don't know what my picks were anymore. My picks might differ from the Indie Forces picks. I should have probably watched that before I actually made my picks. You know what? I'll say. I think I said Dakota because of freaking Raquel Gonzalez. So yeah, Raquel Raquel might as well be champion, but no, it's gonna be Dakota Kai. I'm so over this whole Dakota Kai program. They've really dropped the ball with this, in my opinion. I like Dakota Kai, too, and I can't believe I'm saying that. Am I the only one that thinks that? They kind of dropped the ball with her a little bit.
Not to give her the belt.
I mean, yeah. I don't know.
And they could have a whole Shawn Michaels and Diesel thing with her and Raquel.
I mean, I'm looking at it, and I don't know. It's just like, I'm looking at this like... What was the point of turning her heel now? Because, like, I'm not into it. I don't know why. I'm more interested in Io as champion right now. That's just me, but... that's just me. I don't know. I'm going to just say Dakota. It might be different from the Indie Force, so I'll double-check. And if they were different, I'll stick with the Indie Force picks, but for right now, it's going to be Dakota. I'm pretty sure I picked Dakota anyway. Nate, who do you got?
As much as a fan as Dakota Kai as I am, I'm going to have to say Io. I just don't see her dropping the belt right now. I think it's way too early. Especially since she just won on the last TakeOver, and I don't really think they're going to want to have the belt flip-flopping at every single TakeOver. So I'm going to go Io.
John, who do you got?
Yeah, I got Io too. It's just too early. I have kind of gotten bored with Io though, so they need to freshen it up a little bit. But she's a badass wrestler, and it's too early, so she's not gonna lose.
Yeah.
I mean, I think after this freaking run, she's fucking off like Kairi Sane is. That's just me. I don't know if anybody else. I don't know if anybody else has that feeling, but I honestly feel like she's only NXT Women's Champion because they're trying to appease her and have her not go back to Japan.
I did hear that she was thinking about leaving, but I don't know what happened with that. I think that was like last summer.
I think she still is. I think she still is because she said she wants to be with Evil in Japan.
Possible.
And at this point, I mean, I could be dead wrong. She may, for all we know, she might go to AEW or something. But I don't see her staying here even after this run. Because, like, she obviously wants to be with her husband, and I feel like maybe she either... I feel like she won't go to AEW or anywhere else in America. I feel like she's going to go back to Japan after this run.
Yeah.
So,
Probably.
We'll see what happens. But NXT North American Championship ladder match. It is Bronson Reed versus Damian Priest versus Johnny Gargano versus Cameron Grimes versus Velveteen Dream. To me, I'm iffy on this because why is it a 5-way and not a 6-way? I don't know why you didn't just put Finn Balor in this match. That's just me.
At the end of NXT when they were doing that brawling, I could have sworn that they were going to say that it was going to be 6 men.
I think they should.
Yeah, I thought it was going to
be before Thatcher came out.
Yeah.
I mean, honest to God, I feel like out of anybody that could have fit this, the 6th person, like doing it with 5 people to me just seems weird. Yeah. Like, I don't know, it's just like it's a weird odd number. Like you could get away with doing 7, but like you can't. I don't feel like you could do a ladder match with just 5 people.
It was 6 last time, right?
Yeah, there was 6. Yeah, there was 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
So also 5 stars. So.
Yeah.
I thought for sure we'd have Finn there to at least take some bumps. To at least be the guy that gets tossed through a ladder or fly and do some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
That didn't happen.
For me, I gotta say Priest. Priest has got to win. Like he needs momentum. Like they have flip flopped with this guy too much. And usually when NXT does that, it's usually for that unexpected win. I feel like that's going to be Priest's moment there. Because, it's Damian Priest. Like this guy should have had a championship already. Yeah. But, everything going on, it was kind of like impossible to get to that. Now it's very possible he can win here. I don't see why you don't give it to him. John, who do you got?
So my heart says Johnny Gargano. That's my boy. My gut says Damian Priest. But I picked Bronson Reed. So
it's all over the place.
Right. With Damian Priest, please, I swear to God, I wish they would finally do it. But they always act like they're going to, and they don't. So part of me also feels like could be Cameron Grimes. But I feel like nobody really expects Bronson Reed to win, and that's why I kind of feel like he's a dark horse here. But one real quick point. The reason why Dijak has to be in Retribution is he's not in this match.
Yeah.
If Dijak was still in the NXT, nobody else would deserve to be in this match more than him. And they haven't mentioned him.
Didn't he win? Wasn't he supposed to be the next NXT North American champion after Keith Lee relinquished it? I swear that's what I planned.
I thought for sure he would be, and it says he's not in this match. So of course, to me that says he's in Retribution, which sucks.
Well, not to alarm everybody, but you do have reports coming out now that the original head writer just waltzed up and left. And I don't know if that had something to do with it, but I assume that there were plans in place for Dijakovic, and they've just been completely blown up. Because of this whole Retribution angle, so I don't know.
He's too good to not do something.
Yeah, true. Who do you got, Nate? Who do you got in this match?
I'm gonna say, like John, I really, really, really want Johnny Gargano to win because I love Johnny Gargano. But I'm gonna say Cameron Grimes. I think that they need a heel with the title at the moment, and I feel like Cameron Grimes fits that bill. As much as I don't like him and I find him annoying, I feel like he's really good at being annoying. So I think he's perfect for that spot right now.
That's a good point.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, so everybody's got, different choices there. All right, we got NXT Championship. Keith Lee, the champion, versus Karrion Kross. We're gonna start with Nate this time. Nate, who do you got?
I think Lee. Lee's gonna retain because I feel like the whole redemption story of him seeing his friend get tapped out. Well, not necessarily tapped out, but passed out right in front of him.
Yeah, until he shows up in Retribution.
Yeah, I think that I think Lee's gonna pull it out, and he's gonna do it for his friend. So
I did it for Dijakovic. Sorry. John, who you got?
Keith Lee, but it feels like the build to this has made it so epic and so like you feel like Karrion Kross could win, and you feel like he's gonna be a big star, but he's not a WWE guy, so he won't get that immediate push straight to a championship. And Keith Lee is still super early in his reign, so I'm going Keith Lee, but I really would not be surprised if Kross won. I just don't think he will.
That video package on Wednesday, that was A+.
Sick, dude.
Yeah,
yes.
That was great.
That was a very good video package. And because of that, because the way they built this up, built this guy up as an absolute killer, you really got no other option here.
I can see it.
You got to go with Karrion Kross. Like, because here's the thing, right? Now, it made sense. Like, I know I'm going to bring up the other company, but it made sense when Cody beat Archer because of what he's doing with the TNT Championship right now on that show. But by proxy, Archer has gone down the card. And he's they have to rebuild him up and reintroduce him. They can do it with Archer. You also could do it with Kross. But I feel like they've built up Kross way better than AEW even built up Lance Archer. So why are you going to build him up so well only to have him lose to Keith Lee and then drop down the card by proxy?
May not drop down. They may run this through 2 takeovers. May run it through Survivor Series.
Yeah, but
maybe he loses a close one or some shenanigans. I don't think he's going to drop down the card if he loses per se. But I get your point.
I mean, you're probably right. I guess there is. I mean, I could see them doing a trilogy because I forgot that NXT. You always kind of forget that NXT has done these trilogy bouts. They did it with Gargano and Cole. So and they done it with Gargano, Ciampa, Shinsuke, Samoa Joe. So, yeah, maybe, but I'm gonna just go with Kross because they built him up so well that why you're gonna have him lose his first takeover match?
Definitely could happen.
Or, I mean, technically this is his second takeover. I don't see him like. It's weird because they booked themselves into a corner. I have faith that they're not going to pull a freaking Fiend in Rollins.
No,
but at the same time, I feel like it will still kind of hurt them because they built this guy up so well that you're going to piss some people off by having.
Well, you can't smash. Yeah, you can't come out and basically just smash and bury Ciampa, and then come out and get your ass kicked by Lee. So it's got to at least be, or you're just going to keep burying Ciampa more if the guy who kicked his ass gets his ass kicked.
Well, that's the thing. Everybody's like, well, I could physically see Karrion Kross and Keith Lee having a competitive match. I could see Tommaso Ciampa and Karrion Kross having a competitive match, but they didn't do it.
I thought it was gonna be match of the night. I really did. And then
they killed him off.
Yeah, that was.
But I'm a big Ciampa stan, so
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it's just. Well, I'm a Ciampa fan myself, so it's like, why are you like? the only way I could justify that happening is if you have Karrion Kross win here.
Or at least look really strong. Like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, but that would require
still
having
makes
this be a competitive match.
Right. Has to be.
So that makes Ciampa look weak by proxy. And then that has Karrion look weak because and then Keith Lee's Superman.
No, I don't think he comes out looking weak if it's a competitive match. I don't think that Kross comes out looking weak per se just by losing, as long as he's impressive in losing. But if he gets his ass kicked, then that's bad for him and Ciampa.
I mean, they did build up the story that he's fighting for his friend. So I guess you could also make argument that the story is different because, Keith Lee's fighting for Dijakovic and he's really, 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 really angry Keith Lee right now. He's not, Bruce Banner Keith Lee.
Yeah.
So I guess there's an argument to say that will work.
This match and the ladder match are the two matches that I could see any answer wouldn't surprise, other than Velveteen Dream winning.
Right.
Neither match would surprise me as somebody, just random won. If Lee or Kross won, or if any of the guys in the ladder match, I wouldn't be surprised. True. And I want to be surprised. I
like being.
Isn't that why we watch wrestling? So we're not knowing everything's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. True. I'm also under the everybody likes a surprise, but everybody in the moment. It depends on if the surprise does good for long-term booking. Here's a prime example of this. Steve Austin turning heel. Oh boy, was that a big mistake. Oh, it was a great moment. But oh boy. Tank. So
terrible decision.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying that you always have to look at that. It's like, is the surprise good for long-term booking?
Is it too early for Lee to lose too? I mean, I feel like
it is.
Yes.
He was a champion for a long time, like not NXT champion, but just champion in general. So I feel like him losing tomorrow night would just, I don't know. I feel like it'd be way too early.
I feel like you could get away with it. It's not like they haven't done it before.
But why make a big deal about being, as I say, making the double champion just to lose, but that's been done.
I think it was stupid that they had him relinquish the freaking North American title for no reason. Just because.
But it did give us those triple threat matches. So
it did give the triple threat.
Right, and it's going to be a dope ladder match.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like they could get away with doing it. I feel like it could be a short reign because even though he hasn't been NXT champion for all that long, he has been an NXT champion of some sort for freaking months now. So I feel like this is the time for him to lose a belt. I know it's early for this particular championship, but it's not
just really weird to make him your first double champ just to lose. It's like
but it's not like they haven't done the weird. Oh, they only had a month reign with the belt prior.
Right.
Look at American Alpha.
Yeah.
Losing to the Revival, all the way. What was it? NXT Takeover the end, right?
Yeah, they're very impulsive sometimes.
Sometimes they can be, but I mean, they had a plan though when it came to the Revival winning the belts back. So I would think that if they have Keith Lee lose, they have a better plan going forward with Karrion Kross as the champion. And not to mention the fact... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I would say maybe they believe that Keith Lee is a better chasing after the champion. A lot of people like Gargano. I love Gargano, but everybody else feels like he's better chasing after something rather than actually having the title to defend. Maybe they feel like Keith Lee is better chasing the title than he is holding the title. Not saying I subscribe to it, but they think bullshit like that sometimes.
Well, I
don't know.
Spitballing. I don't know. For me, I feel like Keith Lee could be a dominating world champion and not that underdog. That makes no sense, especially the way they built him up. So they make him the freaking babyface. I mean, it works here though, because he is the babyface fighting underneath, considering how they built Karrion Kross. So I don't know. But yeah, you guys go with Keith Lee. I got Karrion Kross. We can debate this all day long.
That's what makes this match so great.
Yeah, honestly, it definitely is unpredictable. I'm actually very curious on how they go about this. I guess we should bring up this, and then we'll call it a night for this particular stream or this recording, whatever it is. However you say it. WWE is doing the Thunderdome. I assume that means their Thunderdome concept is also going to be part of Full Sail. I don't know how you couldn't do it that way.
It's supposed to be just the Amway Center. They'll have it for TakeOver, I think, but not for Full Sail itself.
Well, I mean, are they going to do TakeOver in the Amway Center or at Full Sail?
I think TakeOver is at Full Sail.
Oh,
yeah,
is
so,
it?
So why wouldn't they do it at Full Sail?
I don't know why they didn't do it at Amway. I wish they would have done TakeOver at Amway.
I firmly agree with that. It makes a lot of sense.
I thought they were. They should have. Yeah, that's killer.
Because if this is still going on by the time of War Games, how are they going to fit a War Game, like the double ring and the Full Sail? I don't see that happening.
Not going to happen. And we better have fucking War Games.
Yeah.
You know what I think? There might be a reason. I'm actually, for the first time in a very long time, I'm actually going to check out SmackDown Live right now. I've always thought that this was going to be a disaster. The reason I say that is because, well, I'll get to why in a minute, but I'm actually gonna go to SmackDown before I comment on it. Watch Fox. I'm curious as to how this looks. All right, here it is.
Do we still have one more match left?
Yeah, we didn't do Thatcher and Balor.
Again, Corey, the importance of this matchup for Big E. Big E embarking on a solo endeavor here in WWE for the first time in many years.
I'm going Thatcher.
Oh.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna say Thatcher.
Oh my God. Ready? Oh my God, and then they take off the fans for graphics? What the fuck is this?
Yeah, I was like, what the hell?
Oh my Lord. Dude, that is... Why? Why? Why would they do that?
Because Vince.
Oh my Lord. That's actually stupid. Oh my God, why did I choose to even tune into this? I guess for pure curiosity. Because everybody was wondering why NXT wasn't in the Amway Center. I think we know why now. We know exactly why. Alright, Jesus Christ, guys. Yeah, all the LEDs are showing the graphics. They're not even showing the fans. They're now graphics. Wow. Yeah, and WWE cares about their fans, right? Watch TNT. All right, that's the end of this podcast, guys. Wow. Yeah, I knew it was going to be bad. I didn't think they were going to go that fucking far with it, where they just completely blocked out the fans.
That's nothing they do is surprising, dude.
All right, well, do you guys have anything you want to plug before we end the show? I know it went a little longer than usual, but we were curious about that Thunderdome. So there we go. Now we know.
Just follow me on Twitter.
You got Twitter, Nate?
Yeah.
Right. Plug your stuff.
My Twitter is at NathanSpain1. I'm pretty much that on everything, so follow me.
Follow them down in the description, guys. Follow them down in the description.
My Twitter is Shartzer, SHARTZERJON.
There you go. My Twitter is at JHebertSide95. If you want to check out anything else I'm a part of, it's all going to be in the description just for time's sake. And so that way John can eat, of course. Before we go, just to show how bad this is, now that the match is going on.
I think everybody understands the potential and the talent that the Lucha House Party.
You hear the crowd piped in crowd noise, right? Somewhat.
It's like they're playing Guess Who.
Oh yeah,
That's what it
people
looks
talk
like.
about it like that.
It's so bad. It is so bad. All right, guys, that's it. We will see you next time on NXTeam. Bye, everyone.